Every Roman victory carried a shadow. Behind every conquered city and every raised standard lay a quieter cost, the life of a soldier. So what truly happened when a Roman legionary fell in battle? The answer was shaped by honor, fear, ritual, and memory. Death on the battlefield was usually swift and violent, but once the fighting ended, the work of the living began. Roman armies did not abandon their dead. To leave a fallen comrade behind was not only shameful, it was sacrilege. After victory, soldiers moved across the field, searching through bodies and broken shields. They identified their comrades, closed their eyes, a deeply rooted Roman custom, and carried them away from the carnage. Ancient historians like Tacitus described the silence of these moments, heavy with grief and respect. Every body was counted, losses were recorded. Rome demanded numbers as much as it demanded courage. Then came the funeral rites. Even far from home, Roman soldiers were granted dignity in death. The body was washed, prepared, and dressed, often adorned with insignia earned through service. A wooden funeral pyre was constructed and soaked in oil. Fire, to the Romans, was purification, a final cleansing before the journey beyond life. The procession was slow and solemn. Military standards were lowered. Comrades marched beside the fallen. Weapons, personal items, and tokens of service were placed on the pyre. A eulogy followed, spoken by an officer or fellow soldier, honoring courage, loyalty, and duty. The man was remembered not for how he died, but for how he served. After cremation, the ashes were gathered into an urn and buried near the fort. The funeral ended with a shared meal, a quiet bond between the living and the dead. But a Roman soldier's story did not end there. Across the empire, military cemeteries formed, silent cities of stone. Gravestones recorded names, legions, ranks, years of service, and age at death. Some bore carved images and brief epitaphs. From Britain to Germania, these stones remain among our most valuable windows into Roman military life. Yet death effected more than memory. For centuries, soldiers were forbidden to legally marry. If a man died before AD 197, his partner and children were not recognized by law and inherited nothing. Only after Emperor Septimius Severus changed this did families gain legal protection. Wives and children could receive savings, pensions, and citizenship through military diplomas. But honor was not guaranteed to all. Those who died dishonorably, deserters or traitors, were denied burial. Oblivion was Rome's harshest punishment. And when Rome lost battles, its enemies often left bodies unburied, mutilated, displayed as warnings. This was psychological warfare. No image haunted Rome more than Teutoburg Forest. Years after 3 legions were destroyed, Germanicus found their bones scattered, bleached by time. A battlefield turned graveyard. Rome remembered its soldiers because forgetting them was the greatest defeat of all. If this story moved you, support Chronolith History by liking the video, subscribing, and sharing it with someone who values the human cost behind ancient empires.